There is no society at all. America's dream is someone else's dream. And it may have been a better dream before, so to speak, but it's not more any now. We're basically communist, hidden under a different agenda. You can say capitalism, but if you know anything about money, first of all, the person who invented money is going to be in control of money. So they're going to control everything that they want to control. This isn't the point of the video, though. And for someone to make money, or for a rich person to make money, you have to have resources and you have to make money off of other people. One or the other. So most people don't even have resources because they're already all gobbled up. Now, obviously, some of them are given by the government and society. Like construction companies are only really there unless you're a small construction company, but the bigger ones they do contracts with the government because realistically they are made by the government. But anyways, I'm not going to even get into all of that. It's just a simple fact. If you're rich, the only way, if you're not rich, A, you don't have a business and you're not selling stuff, because a rich person only makes money from selling a bunch of poorer people, it's a pyramid scheme. So poorer people, anybody who's rich is, whether it's a movie, you have to sell a movie to 1 million people. It doesn't matter the industry. Let's just say you sell cupcakes. You have to sell cupcakes to a bunch of people. It doesn't matter if you sell a cupcake to a rich people. And this is another thing, but I'm not going to get into this seclusively. If you sell a cupcake to a rich person that has a bunch of money, maybe they buy a few more, but usually they're stingy and they don't. They just buy one. So you need to sell your cupcake to everybody. To everybody. Poor people, mostly, because most people are poor. Not selling to a bunch of rich people. The majority is poor. The problem with society is that it's no society at all. You've been fooled and indoctrinated to think it was. They don't even want you to speak about this. So there's two things. People may go to church on Sunday, one day a week. Those people don't know even why they're going, what they're going for, what they're getting out of it. All these people that go to church, I never see anything outside of the church really happening. I never see them bringing joy. I never hear them even talking about it. I don't go to church. I'm not saying church is a bad or good thing. It brings people together, and the aim is supposed to be for a good cause. But so what? You get together once a week on a Sunday. If you even do that. And is your whole family going? And most people are making a choice to go. They've been propagated into going in it. They don't know the real meaning behind it. Preachers are just reading from a textbook. You never see them outside, most of them. They all have a house. There's homeless people, but there's churches everywhere. So many churches everywhere, empty, usually, and they're not being used to full efficiency. So, society, we all live in communities and whatever, but we're not talking to each other. We're not working for one another. If we were, as a tribe, how we should be, then we would be formulated with each other. We would be working for a greater cause for each other. We wouldn't be working for an industry. We wouldn't be working for a corporation. That's nonsense. That's actually stupidity. There's rowers behind me. But we're not together. When we go to work, yeah, we go work with random people. And then we go home to maybe a family. Our work should be with family. All of it. Like a tribe, basically. That's why everyone feels separated. And even if you have a family, let's just say you live in the suburbs, and you have a family, a single family home. It's selfish, especially in the suburbs, and you're still going to probably feel isolated. You're not around anyone. Everyone wants to get away from the city because that's where all the drug addicts are, homeless people, and poor people. Some of them, well, majority of them, if not all of them. And everyone wants to move to the outskirts of the city. Why? Because the city is just basically a trap, manipulation. No one cares about the poor people. How are we going to go to war when we have so many sick people? How many hospitals are there? Why are there sick people? We never got to the end of why there's sick people after so long. There should be a solution by now. Anyway, single family homes are really selfish. Why? Because they only care about their family, which is just a few people. Nobody else, maybe a few friends, if that. And again, you're not working as a community. Now back to the tribe, as the tribal thing I was talking about. We should be living in tribes as we always did. You work with everyone around you, whatever it is. That way you do less work. You have more to trade. And what people are missing most is connection. No one has connection. One, because we're not really in nature. And that goes with being with a tribe too. Which are families together and together forming tribes. It's not just a single family unit. You may have a small place, whatever. No family needs a whole gigantic palace, let alone mansion. And if you really see the efforts, you wouldn't even want that, because you'd want to be out in nature. There's a nice bird. There's no arguing against this, because it's the truth. One single family should be a bunch of families together. And then you get really insecure. Oh, I'm better than you, my family this and that. My lawn's bigger than yours. We have this, you don't have this. And it gets distorted. Our society is not a society at all. You're just told that. And it's the way it should be, quote unquote. Of course, people are going to feel left out. They go to work with people they don't really care about, have no relationship with. Then they go home, if they have a family, for moments, spur moments of a time. And then they're not even connected to the people around them because they don't have time. And also because maybe they get egotistical. They don't have time, or they dedicate it just to their family and their kids. And what are you supposed to do if you're just single and you're not young anymore? Well, yeah, they're gonna make you feel like more not obligated, but they're going to make you feel like more obscure, more of an outcast, because you don't have a family. Mostly, people don't even say hi or hello. I don't care if we're in New York City or not. That's foolish to say that. Connection is probably one of the biggest thing in the world that everybody's missing. And then again, people get in cliques, little friend groups or family groups, and you still, like, even if you're invited, you don't really feel a part of it. You don't do stuff together. You don't travel together. You don't go herd animals together, grow vegetables together, do any sort of work together. For most people. Obviously, there's a few far in between that do have stuff like that. And we would never really have to work. We've been pushed into this and told we have to work. We wouldn't be working at all, basically. If you would see, and this has been going on forever, the industrial complex in what they have to make baseball bats, to make bikes, to make machinery. The machines that they build to make these simple little things could be used for the betterment of humanity, and we wouldn't have to work, basically, because the machines would be doing it. But what they want to do is basically fool you as a joke and to torment you, to rip your soul out. This video is long. I didn't want to make it this long. But you don't understand the machines these industries have. They're huge and super complex. They could be using it to do everything, but it's just manufacturing their little thing that they have to sell. So we wouldn't be working if we were living in tribes. And at that point, we would want to do a little bit work that wouldn't even feel like work. Maybe hunt an animal, skin it, whatever, fish, and just have fun. Especially, we're not living like cavemen, though we should be, because that's our true nature. Anyways, have a nice one.